Okay, everybody, look at our wonderful goodies. Today we are going to sew these together. Okay, if you all remember in my last video when I told you about spinning the bobbin, here's your two pieces. I should have mentioned in that video, but that's okay. That you need. One plugs into the wall, and the other is your foot pedal. This you will literally have to stick your foot on. It's just like a gas pedal. That's how you sew. Literally, it is pretty much that simple. Okay, now let's rethread our needle and I'll get back to you. Okay, everybody, our needle is threaded. Our bobbin case is ready to go. One thing I do want to point out before you start sewing is this piece right here. This is your tension. This controls how tight your thread is. For the most part, if you're an advanced sewer, you'll know how to get into the different tensions. But for standard out of the box, it should be in between 5 and 3. Any more or any less, you should end up with gathering. Any more, you're probably going to break your thread. So just keep it at a standard 5 to 3, and you should be fine. Especially if you're, sorry about that, a beginner at this. Don't even worry about changing that dial. So let's get our envelope out that I was showing you all earlier. If you've seen my making envelopes video, we're just going to put that on there and put our foot on our foot pedal. That would be our wonderful right foot. If you're left-handed and you want to use your left foot, you can switch it. It doesn't matter at all. Okay, so literally put your foot down and start sewing. That simple. Now we got our thread right here. Just push it out of the way. It'll move. Okay, now we're coming to a corner. On paper, this is really easy. And this is glued down with Fabri-Tac. Really, if you're sewing on a sewing machine, you don't want to use any other glue because the sewing machine can't handle it. No tacky glue. Definitely not a hot glue gun. I've made that mistake once. Never did it again. So now that we're at the corner, just slowly push on the pedal, lightly, and turn your paper. Oops. What's it stuck? Oh. Right there. And just keep turning your paper until it's straight. And I'm literally doing this with one hand. The machine is doing most of the work. And that's the garbage truck. Don't worry about them. Alright, slow down when you get to the corner. And just grab it and start to turn it. We're not driving a Ferrari. Don't gas the holy gosh darn out of it. Just nice and slow, especially if you're a beginner. And turn. And we're back at square one, so just stop. Lift your foot. Pull out your thread. And remember, we have this razor blade on the side that's guarded. So we just pull down on it. And now it's finished. Look at how pretty that is. Alright, now that was 3 pieces. You had a piece of paper here, your cardstock, and your fabric. Now we're just going to sew around one piece. And I want to start right here because I'm going to use the back stitch. So let's put that down. Now I'm going to try and get it. Yeah, perfect. Now, push on your... This may take a little bit more brain power. Push your foot down, slow. And when you get right to where you want, push down here. Lift up. Push down. And it goes forward and back and gives you that double stitch. Now let's pull this out and take a look at it. And you may notice that your thread's caught. Turn your wheel up here. You got this wheel. Sorry, I'm trying to, and did you hear that? It will unhinge, and now it's unstuck and ready to go. And just wrap it around and pull down. Undone. And see, now you have that double and triple back stitch that I was telling you about. Now remember to only really do this on fabric. Doing this on paper is not a good idea if you're just using paper. Okay, now I'm going to sew around the rest of this this envelope, and I think we will call this video a wrap. Oh, okay, so we did encounter a problem, and I'm kind of glad we did because I wanted to tell you about it. So, we cut our thread way too short, and it unthreaded our needle. You will run into this. Here's our thread. Okay, so it's still threaded up to the point up there, that metal piece. So we're just going to have to come back down here and rethread our needle. Really simple, easy to do. Trim off your thread. Rethread your needle. And now you're ready to go again. Now right here, remember to pull this piece up, otherwise it's going to get caught and you're going to wonder, like I did, why you aren't able to sew. Oops, we ran off the paper. That's okay. Just lift up your needle. Be sure that your needle's lifted up before you put back under there. Slide your paper right where you want it to be. And lift up your foot just a little bit. You can control where you want it. Set your foot down with your paper in place and start sewing again. Alright, lift up your foot, pull out your thing, cut your string, and let's move the camera back so you can fully see this. Alrighty everybody, look at our beautiful envelope, all ready to go. Now if you want to see me finish putting this envelope together, please roll on over to the envelope tutorial and check it out. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye! Okay guys, I hope I don't sound like I'm too far away. With the new camera setup, it's really high up, so with my next paycheck I have to get myself a Bluetooth microphone. So, let's jump right in. Again. So we got all these envelopes stitched together. In my last video, or one of my videos that are coming out I should say, I stitched all these together. And now we are going to glue them real quick. I think they came out so pretty. Alrighty, literally, so easy to do this. This one I'm actually going to save for a second, but here's this one. Make sure your strings are out of your way. We got some new glue here, so it's time to break. Okay, back at it again. Working hard, hardly working, huh? Alright, literally. Put your glue on your envelope. Right along this stitch line. Push down the side. Maybe rub your glue in a little bit so it don't bleed everywhere. Although it probably will anyway. Push your sides down. You have to hold it a little bit apparently, make sure it's a little tacky. Now you have yourself a nice little envelope. See how easy that was? Literally. Your 5-year-old could probably do it aside from the sewing. That is, you know, if you have a 5-year-old. I don't have. I have Fluffy. That's about it. Okay, we're going to rub the glue out so it dry. Just put a lot less on there and rub it out so it gets tacky faster. Alright, just push down your tabs here. And now your envelope's ready to go. Really quick and easy. You can also do it this way, whichever way you like, but I like them on the outside better for some reason. I think they look much nicer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about doing some ephemera packs like this too, pre-made. You can order them off my Etsy and then literally throw them into your journals. Let me know in the comments, and if you guys are interested, I would definitely love to throw some of these up on Etsy. They're going to look so cute when they're done. Again, remember, I said all of the ephemera pictures, all of these that I get on all the time, you can literally go to my Pinterest site and find pretty much every single piece of ephemera that I've worked with. If you haven't found it, I haven't had a chance to upload it yet, and I'm sorry, but go to my junk journaling and my junk journaling ephemera groups on my Pinterest boards, I should say, and you will be able to find them super easy. Okay, with this one, I need a pair of scissors and one of my papers I want. Okay, this is off of one I tried to make without a stencil the other day. Mistakes were made, and we're going to try that one again later. So, let's take our strings here, and we're just going to cut these. The ones on the front we'll leave because we really like those. So, I think I only want it to come down a little bit, just like this. Okay, that's exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to have to trim down from these corners a little bit. And then just go straight down. And round this one off. And just tack it off. Okay, look how perfect that came out. Right here needs trimmed a little bit, but that's okay because we won't really see too far down. And you can do this with a triangle also, or just your scrapbook. What I did was I started on the corner here. I corner chomped this, and then I went in and drew out the rest of my crappy pattern. So what you want to do is just go in with this, line it up where you want it, corner chop your top, and you can do the same thing with it. Alright, let's glue this into place. Just a little bit. We don't need to go crazy with it. And an X to make sure it won't go anywhere. Perfect. Line it up. Push it all into place. I'm going to trim off some of that. Won't be hard to do. Just hold your piece back here. Alright, now let's hold these down and look at that. You got a pretty inside of your envelope. Add some glue. Maybe smooth it out some. We should be finished with our glue. And now your envelope is ready. Isn't that such a pretty... You can even wax seal the top of this if you want to. I think that would be very fun. I got a fleur-de-lis one here. Maybe I'll do that later. I think I'll do it with the hot glue gun though, because that way I know it won't melt if it gets too hot in the mail, considering I live in Arizona. But our envelope is complete. We can stuff all of our little goodies in here. And they are ready to go. Alrighty, well, now that that's finished, I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye!